This is how we do the holidays in Texas. Juicy, smoked prime rib. Big flavors for an unforgettable holiday feast. Watch this. The secret to a perfect prime rib starts with the good brine. And I'm using this right here, the top of the line brine. This has all the flavor and salt so that your prime rib is seasoned all the way around and throughout, making sure every bite is juicy and delicious. Grab the brine from UncleDibs.com. Make sure you generously coat on all sides and let it sit in the fridge for 12 to 24 hours. This step makes all the difference. About an hour before you cook, get your smoker together. I'm using my Traeger Ironwood XL, heated to 225. Remove your prime rib from the fridge and let it come to room temperature for about an hour. In the meantime, let's start building the veggie base for our au jus. The au jus is that delicious juice that we're gonna soak our prime rib with. Chop up some carrots, celery, onion, and garlic. Grab a roasting pan and place all of those veggies in your pan. We're gonna season these veggies with my King Creole blend, which is a no salt blend that is filled with flavor to make sure this au jus is perfect. Grab that from UncleDibs.com, add some fresh herbs like rosemary and thyme, and then place your prime rib right on top. Now the brine has already done its magic, but we still have to season this bad boy. And I'm using that Texas steak rub to give it that bold, savory, perfect flavor for this thick cut of meat. Get the flavor from UncleDibs.com. Place the prime rib on the top rack of your smoker and slide the veggies underneath. Insert your meat probe thermometer, and we're looking for an internal temp of 120 for medium rare. Once it hits that temp, crank the heat up to 450 degrees to sear the outside of your prime rib for that perfect crust. Let it roast for 10 to 15 minutes. Remove your prime rib and your veggies. Now don't grab your plate just yet. Let this thing rest for 30 to 40 minutes. This locks in all those juices and keeps that meat tender. Just tint a little bit of foil over the top and set it to the side. While our prime rib is resting, let's make that au jus. Throw that roasting pan over your stove over medium-high heat. Add some beef broth, bring it to a boil. And then in a separate pan, we're gonna strain all of that juice into a saucepan. Let that come to a boil and then season with cracked black pepper and sea salt. Give it a taste and see if you made liquid gold. Once you get your au jus just right, let's go ahead and start carving up this prime rib. Now that our meat has been resting for about 30 to 40 minutes, remove your meat probe and then grab a cutting board, add some fresh rosemary for a nice touch, and then set that delicious au jus off to the side. This is what the holidays are all about, shawty. Juicy, smoky, perfectly cooked prime rib. This is how we do Christmas in Texas. If you want this full recipe, make sure you visit my website or go to the link in my bio, UncleDibs.com. Also, if you don't have a smoker, no worries. You can make this recipe right in your oven. Just let me know in the comments if you need it. Don't worry, Unc's got you. Until then, let's eat, shawty. That's good, shorty.